down the primary front line on towards Dakwadorj, Yao Husang, or Bagaro coming in from Team Mongolia.
All right, here we go. Looks like it's going to be game number 2. Thank you so much, Sagi, for the analysis as we go into this one. Cloud, I mean, is this squad from Mongolia, is this the real deal? Is it able to kind of overcome? Because seeing what you've seen, it seems like they want to go, I mean, they're tanky enough, but the Donghwan pick could really put a little bit of a wrinkle in terms of what they want to do.
Yeah, I put a wrench in, right, with the Donghwan pick there. The moment, and the thing here is that the Donghwan came first. And then after that, the Lampo came. So when the Lampo came, I was like, kind of like, I wasn't too sure about that. I personally have this PTSD, right, where I once played a Lampo in one of my ranked games, and my opponent was a Donghwan, and I have not yet discovered like the Forsaken contract. Can he hold my Tremor Smash? And when I went in and I Tremor Smash, and every time I failed because of the Forsaken contract.
Yeah.
So I know that, okay, Badger is not going to have a good time here. He has to find a way to like, okay, use his skills after the Forsaken contract, or use it when Akbar's not there. But high chance it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, we value your sacrifice in terms of testing it out for the sixth science to see exactly what sort of play it has. Because the interactions, there are many, but Akbar here getting focused in, all 3 of them, but the flash away, and now the turnaround. They do a little bit of damage on all, but the Blades are doing a little bit of work as well. Dagvador just stuck on the ledge. He will fall first.
Ooh, just to try to get that side jungle creep. I'm not too sure if that's worth it though. And even during the process, they actually lost the jungle. One of the highest value roles that you need to keep alive at this early stage.
Yeah, and he was not the invincible warrior. Again, just trying to be early, trying to be aggressive, but these burst rams, and now the bombs are going down as Baccarat gets taken down.
Okay, all right. And especially, like, we have to remember, right? Like the Donghwang's Eclipse, you can just spam it. This is a very spammable skill. Well,
oh, a little bit of control here. Yandu, bad side. He's going to be taken down as well. And now Uzbekistan looking to invade their jungle, taking things away from you.
Oh, man, they're not going to put a handbrake here.
Yeah, not at all. He's going to actually have to just go golden. Farouk, though, is a little bit low. Yavalon making it pay. Says, hey, you want to stick around? Stick around for this.
Okay, they respond back, and Team Mongolia is still able to take back the buff for themselves. So, okay, that's pretty decent, I must say. Team Mongolia, at least they're still showing grit here, but they have to find a way to catch up in terms of goal. Right now, the goal difference is close to 2K, and Batuzi has not been having a good time farming at the bottom. If he's left to fight against the console, you and also the Donghwan, it's really, really difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And you were talking about grit, right? Mongolia, this is it. It's all or nothing, right? Do you want to make yourself, do you want to go home, or do you want to go for a fight for 3rd place, right? It comes back to this game. Again, they have to win 2 here, but let's just go 1 game at a time for Mongolia.
Okay, but for Uzbekistan, it kind of feels like they want to end the game quickly, right? They are very active across the map. They're doing those jungle invasions, and now with 30 more seconds on the clock, they are looking to get the first Tyrant at the bottom. Speaking about the bottom, look at how much concentration they're giving at the bottom phase here. They want to try to suppress the 2 players at the bottom, because if they're even though, that's what they do.
Contract, boom, with that blazing brilliance, and it's just enough. Baccarat getting picked off. That is the combination that we were worried about in Uzbekistan. Use it with great success here.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? The Forsaken contract, Suppress comes in, follow up with the Blazing Brilliance. It's an instant boom, and that's an easy takedown for them. And because of them getting that takedown, this Tyrant is going to be theirs for free.
Yeah, it's going to be for free. And Farouk, not scared whatsoever, almost gets a pick off. He does, because cool people don't watch explosions as he walks away.
Oh, cool people?
Yeah, cool people. Only cool people. Not you, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. Clearly can't relate.
Terror Feed taken up here. Uzbekistan using that advantage, but Farouk gets run over. Yandu says, okay, you want that one? All right, take that for free.
Okay, he did that with style. Got to give it to him. Like, jump over the wall, get the takedown, come back here. It was just something that, in a way, we can call it like an exit frag there. They're done with the Tyrants. They're probably like, their health is kind of down, and you just take advantage of that. It's pretty straightforward. But right now, okay, winning condition for Team Mongolia, right, is they have to find these kind of pickups. But, again, for second contract.
The dash away, right? I mean, Baccarat, this is one thing that they were looking at. They know that the burst was there if they have that control, and that's why they were kind of looking for tankier heroes to potentially counter that.
Okay, right now I'm thinking of, like, team fights, not easy for Mongolia, but you're
that's
right.
the way they find him. The flash, Akbar getting back to safety. The tremor smash only onto one. Farouk does his own work, and now with these orbs, Baccarat will just dodge those.
Guys, stop fighting. Allow me to finish my sentence.
Let's be considerate here. Cloud is talking.
Yeah, don't cut me off with your fights. But anyway, yeah. So, Team Mongolia right now, when it comes to team fights, it's not good for them, right? Yes, they have the Tremor Smash, but the Tremor Smash immediately easily countered by the Forsaken contract. So what they need to do right now is try to find a way to do split pushing. So the Byron has to switch his role a little bit here. We don't typically see the Byron doing split pushes, but in this scenario, he has to do something different as a Clash laner.
And look at how Farouk is just using that Stupor Slash to the maximum, right? You're doing a lot of work, and now these orbs, Dagvador's dodging most of this. Akbar, though, he's going to dodge his own Resplendent Revolver, and he gets on back. But again, every single time that ult is available, you want to be looking for some sort of gank.
Oh, but speaking about a gank, it could happen in the middle here. I'm looking at their movement. Look who's going to initiate.
Oh, now the more Forsaken contract, but the favor Barrage Akbar! It looks like he will go down, Baltuzi, with the play.
Oh, not enough follow-up there. The Forsaken contract was great, but then again, not enough burst damage. And Ismail back, he's not ready yet to deal that level of damage to finish off his opponent that quickly. So he still needs to kind of move around with Umid John. That will be the best case scenario. Hold hands, go around the gorge, and try to find targets. That is the best. Play it like a Liang Princess Frost combo.
Yeah, actually, I feel like that's what's lacking in my rank games. I need somebody to hold hands with me as I play, because sometimes I go into like those places without any vision, and then I get just jumped, and I'm just like, oh, if I just had somebody.
Tip number one, wash your hands.
No. Maybe that's why I don't have anybody to hold hands with.
Yeah, but anyway, now we can see Uzbekistan, they're starting to gather together again, especially the two players that we mentioned, Akbar and Umid John. But now they break off again. Okay, all right. Hopefully they get together because they have a very strong early game advantage with that sort of combination, with the fact that both players have their ults.
Yeah, and Dark Impact, now with that burst ram, a little bit of control onto it. Baccarat coming out worse for this one, but the minion wave had been cleared. Let's talk a little bit about Mongolia here, because this game, I mean, yes, they're down about 3K, but they've got some towers up, and now the assault is on with that Forsaken contract, and they push him back. He's not going anywhere. Invincible Warrior, you are not. And now Baccarat, he too will fall. The Fever Barrage going in, doing a little bit of work, but he gets run over by Mahmoud.
Right, we are talking so much about Umid John and Akbar, we almost forgot to talk about Mahmoud and his dispositioning skills, and they're probably going to get another one.
Yeah, a little bit of damage onto Yavalon, but that's the toughest one, right? He's probably the tankiest of them all. So, but a great Fever Barrage to really kind of salvage some of this because things were looking rough here.
Yeah, we have to break this down again, right? Look at this. Forsaken contract comes in, just textbook gameplay combined together with the Eclipse and also the Blazing Brilliance, and that's where they got their big target. Yes, good attempt to come in by Batuzi, but yeah, not enough damage overall because he hasn't had a good time farming at the bottom.
Well, he did take down 3, okay? Batuzi, I would say that's been his highlight of at the Asian Games qualifier thus far, the way that he was able to do that. And now this Tyrant looks like it's going to be taken here, and Farouk does get that take. Mongolia are left wanting yet again.
Okay, and Tyrant through the hands of Uzbekistan, that means that's the signal for them to continue on their aggression.
Yeah, and Akbar, again, he's been super annoying on this Dongwon, right? Any sort of time that you're kind of nearby, he's got those, now a little dash in forward, he gets stuck under the tower, and they're going to walk away.
Dude, look at Mahmoud at the top. He's just waiting for the opportunity, right? He's just waiting in the brush. If there's an opportunity, he comes from behind like what he's doing right now.
Yeah, Baccarat will just stay alive. They're grouping up Uzbekistan. This is a problem for Mongolia now. They need a split push. They need to kind of, again, this is a problem for Mongolia now. They need a split push. They need to kind of, again, cut the wave, if anything, buy themselves time. But Uzbekistan are starting to roll and making things tough, and Yandu getting picked off. He was looking to split.
Yeah, and I was about to say that he's the best person to do that because of mobility, right? But Farouk was there to stop him, and once he's taken out, who else is able to split push? Yes, I did talk about maybe Yavulan needs to adapt to doing split pushing, but the Byron is not the best hero to do that, and even when if we were to talk about itemization, right, he went for the Blood Rage first as his first item. It's a tanky item. That means he's meant to be together with the team, not to play split pushing. So right now they have to find another answer to how they want to try to open up the map a little bit more by doing the split push. Who would it be? Frankly speaking, it's hard for me to answer, but if I were to pick one name, maybe Yondu has to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, the draft is definitely not in their favor for split pushing, right? I think that this is more of like a team fighting early game to kind of set things up, because when you're looking for split pushers, yeah, mobility is definitely high on the list, but you also need wave clear, right? Yondu is not, I mean, you have burst, but it's like a single one. It's not like that AoE style of damage where you're able to take down minion waves very quickly, but they find Mahmoud under the tower. He takes it down. Wow. He's trying to gallop away, but he gets caught. It looks like the reinforcements have arrived, and Mahmoud will be taken down.
I was half amazed that he was able to survive that one underneath the tower.
Yeah.
I thought he would have been like, okay, tower gone. But he's still able to walk away. Still gets the tower. Not too bad, I would say. That's all right. But it just shows what sort of gap they're having right now, right? Team Mongolia having difficulty taking down one Gonyu.
Yeah, and now with those orbs, they're trying to potentially steal Uzbekistan just side. Any single time it's on, you know, it's available, they're going to contest. And that makes life a lot more difficult for Mongolia here, as they have to just fight for any sort of buff. It's a 50-50 even when it comes down to everything in their jungle.
You know, in project management, there's this thing called risk management, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So right now, for Team Mongolia, they don't have any risk management plan.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's plan B for them?
Yeah.
Their only plan A is like team fight, and team fight. But everything is cancelled by the Donghuang, especially. If you cannot get a good team fight because of the Donghuang, what else are you going to do? Honestly, I don't know. They have to... this is one of those times where it's all about your opponent making those mistakes and you capitalize on it.
Yeah, finding somebody out, right? I think that, I mean, they've lost some towers, which is a bit of a problem. These T3s, they need to hold here. Find somebody that they can get some sort of pick off. Who's like happen to be a little bit by themselves. Izmobek seems to be that guy. Obviously, they don't have this omnipotent knowledge like we do here, as we see everything. But now Yondu, he's on the chase, misses the Kachusa, and he dives in, and he dashes away with that protecting wind.
Yeah, easy for him, right? And they can't chase him because they don't have that level of mobility. You can argue that Yondu can, but Yondu doesn't want to overextend as well because they don't know who else is behind him that could potentially counter.
Yeah, and now just clear the wave. Again, Batuzi is that late game hero, right? You just got to buy him a little bit more time. We're at 13 minutes. As long as you're surviving like 17, 18 minutes, you're giving yourself a chance. He had a nice triple kill to start things off, and he's been farming. He's relatively been safe in that sense. But again, the target, once they focus him down, you're going to have a problem.
Okay, on the positive note, right? Goal-wise, considering like how they have been
they go
down.
We're seeing a contract right under the tower. Dagvadorj is down. The Blazing Brilliance covering the retreat. The Tremor Smash is all the way in the back, but he's all by himself trying to fight. Two members are already down. They find the return on Uzbekistan side as well, but Yondu, he too will fall, and it looks like it's going to be a 3 for 2, at least for now. Make that 4 for 2.
Oh, and it's now only Yao Shan, the final player for Team Mongolia. The minions are marching down the mid lane, and the tower will be taken out easily by Team Uzbekistan. They should be able to get the second one, but looks like they're gonna chill for now because they know that they don't have two players together with them. But again, the Forsaken contract, very well done by Akbar. Even though he's underneath the tower, he's not afraid of going in and starting fights for his team. And the team understands when to follow up as well. This is the communication that Team Uzbekistan has in these sort of fights.
They were able to kind of just work around Batuzi, right? Like the way that he was going in, Farouk was able to kind of snipe him out, making sure that he was doing, like once he goes down, like you're mitigating so much of the damage that they could potentially throw on you. So Farouk understanding target priority here, and now it looks like the Tremor Smash only onto one, finding Farouk. He's just trying to dash away, does get on back, and now Akbar has shown. Soaring Green Dragon not able to connect, but they get the Forsaken contract. Dagvadorj down again.
Yes, right at this moment, as long as Akbar has his teammates around him, he can catch anyone. He can catch Dagvadorj, he can catch Yao Shan, can catch Bud Garel, no issue. As tanky as they are, they cannot hold this amount of damage output by Uzbekistan. So they need to be like, even, I don't know, they need to wait for that to be used somehow onto a target, and then they try to counter engage. That's the best that Team Mongolia can do.
Yeah, and Mongolia, I mean, they need, if they find Imagine and Izmobek, those are the two guys, right? finding them across the map somehow, getting some sort of angle. Best case scenario, back roll if he's able to get that tremor smash. And then you have like Javelin on top of that with those storm strikes where you're doing a little wombo combo. It looks like Mahmoud, not the greatest of targets. The tremor smash, they're going to try to commit for this back roll. That might have been a little too much. He needs to get on back to safety. He's trying to run, and these impacts are going to do a little work. The 4-second contract, and Javelin is down.
Oh, well, the tower got Akbar though, so that's a little bit of a trade-off for the teams. But Akbar, he has done his job. For second contract, goes in, gets one player, that's it. That's all he needs to do. And now the rest will be done by his teammates, and they will focus onto the top instead.
Yeah, do a little bit of work here. I mean, Akbar, you'll be happy with that, right? Because now with 4-on-4, you have even more space to potentially kind of take some of these towers down. So you're kind of opening up the map a bit. And, I mean, you're going to be happy trading away your roam for a clash here.
And this time, Uzbekistan, okay, they could be in a hurry, but they have to be careful there not to overexpend themselves. But look at the damage absorbed by Batgarel while the tower was down.
Yeah, so Batgarel was trying to go for the players, but the biggest piece was the Vanguard, right? You got to just clear the Vanguard as quickly as possible. It didn't seem like Mongolia were on the same page there.
Yeah, it feels like, okay, do we want to clear? Do we want to focus on taking down someone? Not too sure. But I can totally understand what they're going through here, right? It's that if you're pressed, if you are pushed to the corner like how they were, then it gets kind of difficult to decide on one decision. Decisions need to be made like split second, and they can change just like that.
Yeah, and now Uzbekistan on the prowl, looking to end. They decide to just go in, a little bit of work here. Akbar searching for his prey. You could see him looking to go. Who does he go for? Not able to find a right target at this point. Plus, they don't have minions to continue this push.
Oh, everybody's just afraid of Akbar right now. Like, the moment they know that they step out, Akbar will go in for second contract. One person gets taken out, the rest will follow up from there. And that's why they cannot engage onto Akbar right now.
Yeah, and you know that, oh, now they're going to use it. They find Batgarel. That's going to open things up in the favor of Mirage on the back, but he's going to be picked off. They have enough to take him down. Yandu was fall as well. They've got the Razor Cavalry with these heroic charges, just bashing them around. They will take him down left and right, and Jack Vadorch will go down as well, and it looks like Uzbekistan off of the ace will take game number 2, and they will sweep Mongolia out of the Asian Games qualifier here.
Prove that sweep itself.